I'd say that the best end of the song is right at the end with the bass drop. Don't you agree? Oh, somewhere at the top of our universe there's a vast glass orb. Good to know. Hey there, people. And also, as you can see, Petri's telling me all sorts of things. Oh, by the way, I forgot to do something. Hang on. Need to fix this. That, there. Okay, done. Now it's much better. I'll adjust it a little bit. There. Hello, mercenary! I was actually thinking about you just a moment ago, wondering how you're doing, because I haven't seen you in a while. And everything's okay. But apparently you're okay, because you're here. Woohoo, he's here. And all that. Well, yes, we're playing some Megalomania today. Vast glass orb, where brand new planets and heavenly bodies are conceived and nurtured until they are ready to be thrust out into the voids of space. For some unfortunate planets, there is a final twist to this embryonic evolution, the introduction of an intelligent life form. Like jellyfish, yeah. And the appointment of an overlord or god to govern these poor misguided people. The competition for such godship is fierce among the universal powers and demigods, as they each seek to gain total control of the newborn world. Slowly the great orb becomes surrounded by all manner of creatures. Most have traveled through many light years to witness this godly contest. A contest that takes place in the form of an ancient heavenly game. A game of evolution, destruction, and power. The game of... ... Yeah, the game of ellipses. I mean, Megalomania. Or as it is known in the US and somewhere else, tyrants fight through time. Not Megalomania. Such sensible software, yes. Hey there, those. Luckily you found only 2 months old cheese from your fridge so you can eat it no problem. Not really sure about that. And screaming by the looks of pre-Tarzan there. Well, if you're Tarzan, you gotta scream. Gotta go all the Actually, I've seen some of the other old Tarzan movies with no Johnny Weissmuller in them. And some of the Tarzan screams that they have in those movies are just hilariously bad. What's the worst thing that could happen? Well, mold starts growing in your intestines. How about that? Or it might taste really bad, but it's still good for you. Because of the mold. James O'Donnell as head of pet and doctor technology. Yeah, we got voice actors in this. Yeah. Excuse me. Actually, maybe I should take one of my cough drops. Copyright 1991 Sensible Software. Indeed. My usual suspects aren't here. I haven't seen Gabriel or Jace. I wonder where they are. Gabriel might still be sleeping because it's early morning for him. Well, not early, but it's still morning. Don't know if there's any difference between those players, but you always pick Scarlet. There isn't really... The only difference is how they act towards you. So, this is pretty much you can choose the best one that you think might be the most difficult to defeat in the maps. So, if you choose the one that you think is the hardest one, you take it out of the equation and play as them instead. You outbitted those who once found Easter candy that had been buried unwrapped in your room. Are you sure it was at least 2 years old? Still tasted good. Well, if it was wrapped, it could be. It can preserve itself still, you know. So if it was wrapped, so yeah. And it's got sugar in it, and that shouldn't go that bad, that easy. Usually candy can outstay its welcome if it's packaged well. Some don't. Let's see, who could I be? Scarlet Oberon, Khazar, or Madcap? Cunning and deadly, vindictive and unpredictable, backstabbing and ruthless, fiery and aggressive. If I don't remember, Oberon is the easiest guy to defeat. He's an idiot. He may be backstabbing a Ruther, but he's also an idiot. Now, of course, you're voting for Scarlet because you played as Scarlet. Well, Scarlet is kind of a tough opponent because she attacks a lot, because she is aggressive. And only knowing Kazar, I think he's more of the avenging type. As soon as you attack him, he will counterattack a lot. And Cunning and Deadly Madcap is a good with strategy, if I remember correctly. Yeah, maybe I should play as Scarlet. I don't know. Hey there, Turkin. You have no idea how this game works. Well, you're gonna find out soon, Mercenary. It's not that difficult of a game, really. It's just the challenges in the maps that are your greatest opponent, instead of any of these guys. All the materials and such you can find on the map and such are the biggest obstacle. But I think we should go with... Stop winking at me, Oberon. I'm not gonna choose you because you winked at me. And even if you have a very stylish crown. Kind of torn between Caesar and Scarlet. Or Kazar, if you want to pronounce it correctly in Latin. Kazar or Scarlet. Pretty much between the two. Maybe I will go with Scarlet. I mean, why not? We can be the red people. Instead of green or yellow or blue. Double-dibbity-die. If I did take the blue people, we can have our national anthem would be the Eiffel 65's blue. It's almost impossible to choose, but that red hair of Scarlet stands out. Yep, it does. I mean, a redhead. Wow. Am I right? I guess we should go with Scarlet. Let's go. So, we start at, we can start in any of these islands. Usually you should start with this one, because it's just a 1v1, like a tutorial type of thing here. What kind of options do we have? Auto slow on, speech on, sound effects. It's either music or sound effects. I prefer to have music. Sound effects are not good in this. Actually, the sound effects are good, but it would be nice if we can have both. We have them off, of course, but not on. But auto slow is good to have. And auto slow happens usually when you're out of a mineral, a tech has been discovered, or an enemy attacks your area. This is the Amiga version? Yes, this is Turrican from your computer. Go with sound effects. I don't wanna. I want music. These types of games without music are boring to play. I mean, like I said, the sound effects are fun, but music is better for me. I don't want to bore myself when playing these types of games. Because mostly it's just waiting for you to get all the techs and everything upgraded. And just waiting there with nothing happening. I prefer to have music than sound effects. Yes, I did. I did. I got it sorted out. I actually figured out which button to put it to on the Amiga keyboard, and it works well. And I had to spend time making a playlist. Well, I do have a playlist. I don't need to even think about spending time making one when I have one already. I'll just put on a play and it shuffles. Unless you guys want me to do that, turn on the sound effects and just play different music from different games. It's the same tune, Mars the Bringer of War from the Planets by Holst. Are you trying to tell me that that classical piece of tune is an awful tune? Mars the Bringer of War from the Planets is the best one of them, in my opinion. Next to, I think it was Jupiter. But still, it's a pretty damn good tune. Now that's the... I tried that Turrican, but it didn't work. For some reason it didn't work. I tried it. But I set it to something else, so now it works perfectly. It's a great piece, but there should be a variety. You make a good point. Sound effects it is. Sound effects, and I shall turn down the music on the playlist here, and we will just have a Commodore 64 and Amiga music randomly played in the background. Now, let's go with your idea. It's better in the whole run. And I can also do this. And beep. So you'll all know what the tune is playing again. I just prefer to always show it there. You know, if somebody that tries to give me a copyright strike for playing a tune here, and I can later on tell them that, hey, motherfucker, it's showing there who's the real artist. You're just a remixer who copied a known tune, so you're the freaking copyright breaker here, not me. Hope your playlist consists of dark tunes. Well, it's all kinds of tunes. But if you wanted to be only dark tunes, then I would have to work on making it just dark tunes. I mean, like I said, these are all the Commodore 64 and Amiga music here. So there's a lot of happy tunes and awesome tunes. Does that happen a lot? Yeah, only a few tunes. It has happened only with some tunes, and I've been able to dispute the music file so that they don't monetize my video because of that one tune. Hey there, Gabriel. I was wondering where you were. Nice to see you. But to answer your question, Goblin, it would take a while to just figure out which dark tunes there are. I mean, if I had the whole video game music playlist, which would have Borderlands music, and also, well, Devil May Cry, that would work really well with this game. There's a lot of dark tunes there. But then I would have to take time to sort out. And I'm sure you don't want to just watch me try to sort out a playlist, because you won't be seeing me doing it, other than just me going, So I'm sure you will be okay just listening to all kinds of tunes from the list. But I'll start the music on the playlist once we get into the game, because this music on the menu will always play. Aloha of the First Epoch. So the islands are an early Hawaii. Not really, it's just the names of the islands. I mean, Bazooka is there, and then there's Silla. It's just random names. This just happens to be called Aloha. And those who do not know what epoch is, epoch means era. There's a different word for era. So this is the first era. If they get too happy, then just put the original host music on. Goblin, I already told you thousands of times, are you not listening to me? It's just Commodore 64 and Commodore 64 and Amiga music. All random. There's all kinds of tunes there. Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Do you prefer me to talk to you in the UK version, so you would bloody understand what the fuck I'm saying? Bollocks, cunt, and all that stuff. Hence why the time machine in Chrono Trigger was named as such. Yep. You heard a rather loud bang today. Later on, when you were looking out your porch door, you saw quite a big bird laying there. Looked like it flew on the door and broke its neck. Hey, I hate when that happens, because sometimes birds don't understand the reflection from the window being a reflection. They think it's just a continuation of the yard or the forest, and they just... You didn't say bloody and bollocks enough in ties to be British. Flippy doopy bollocks, bloody bollocks, and bollocks. Bollocks, 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 bollocks. It's utterly, utterly rotten to be ginger. And that's that. That good enough? At least I'm gonna put the music on for the first level here, so people can hear the tune. It'll pass. Yeah, good. Good to know that I can be a true British man now. It helps to put a bright yellow tape over the window though, but why do you want to do that? It ruins the view if you have a bright yellow tape over the window. Anyway, let us play this island. I'll put in 20 people, should be enough. Too many. 20 people should be enough. I should start here. So is nature giving you the bird or vice versa? Well, pretty much nature is giving you the bird because the bird is the one who hit the window, not you hitting the trees in the forest. Although you can do that, but you're not a bird then. So you are not giving the nature the bird. Although you would give it the bird after you stumble in the forest on a tree trunk or something. Then you would go, fuck you, nature. Well, at least I don't get any birds hitting my window. The birds around this area are smart. So let me up the volume here, because I noticed the gameplay music is pretty low. Actually, let me check. No, that is... Seems to be low on the volume there. Hang on a second. Sound. Little master. It is 100%. I guess the gameplay is just quiet for some reason. Well, then again, later on, you won't be hearing this music. At least you're gonna hear it for now. Later on, you'll be hearing the sound effects. Yeah, this is all about going through time, mercenary. Once we get more of these technologies done, we will advance in the epoch. And we will be better. For right now, we are at 9500 BC. But once we get to the next era, we'll be more knowledgeable in our technology and such. You may have to use some curtains or something, not the first time this has happened. Yeah, you should have something like that. A non-reflective surface on the windows. Speed it up a little bit, so we can get this defense done. This was a bad start, because I think the other... this sector actually might have a better...
The design's ready.
The design's ready.
That other place might have actually had better resources. It's not very important to know where to start on the island, because if you don't remember which place has the better resources, you're not gonna do any better in the game. And I think I dumb fucked up here. Well, live and learn, you know.
The design's ready.
Ergonomically terrific.
Ergonomically terrific. You're gonna love the posh accents. You really love it.
Well, Sensible Software is a British company, if I remember correctly. Or was. Yes, was. Will be. Super speed! It would be nice to get guards up there before they decide to attack.
We've advanced a tech level.
Yes, there you heard it.
We've advanced a tech level.
Just in time, yeah. Take that, bitches. You got 20? Well, I got guards in my towers, and now I got my army here. If you don't pull them away, you're gonna lose immediately. Well, let's go on the attack. They're gonna lose immediately because they lost pretty much all of their army there. They don't miss a ball when attacking you, do they? Not much. Besides, it's the first map. Of course, they're gonna go aggressive right away, but they made a mistake there. Because we had already advanced a technical level. So that was their doom. We can easily win this now. I mean, they don't have any army left. Any army left. I'm just slowly whittling down their health until we win. The first map is always the easiest anyway. Oh, you still have some people. 7. Are you even gonna manage to kill one of my people? 1. You killed one of my...
We've won!
Yay! President of Aloha. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so yeah. And also, whenever you go to a map, you have to be careful about the number here, because this is the total amount of people you have for the whole area. So, like it shows here, I use 20 people for this area. For the next 2 areas, I have a total of 80 people. Apparently, technology isn't the only thing that lacks advancement with that enemy player. Well, it's still early here, so the enemy is gonna play very stupidly. They're gonna be very, very dumb. And at least there you heard the music playing, so let's turn on the sound effects. I'm not gonna turn on the playlist just yet, because I want you to hear what the sound effects sound like. But for now, let's go to Bazooka. I'm gonna enter 30 people. Yeah, let's go with 30, and we're gonna go... I don't remember which one is the best place to start, so... There! That seems good. It wasn't good. Well, let's go for defense, as always, first. And don't put all of your people into the design right away. You want to keep people in the in your castle, home, town, whatever, because you gotta get them, you know, gotta get them going. You know what they're doing there. You know, the good old in and out, in and out. Oh, glorious days. See, now we got 7. Ah, you're moving your armies already? Ah, yeah, he's building another place, of course. We should do that too, once we get this defense. Once we get this defense
The design's ready.
going.
The design's ready.
Now let's move half of our people into there. 5 days it will take with this many people. Good to know. Always good to check out how much time it would take you to do that. To take over the next area. Now that we know, we can prepare for it. Time some good old ultra-violence and the good old in and out thingy. Yes. Well, at least ultra-violence. The good old in and out thingy is done here.
Ergonomically terrific.
Ergonomically terrific.
You dare to attack me? Have 33 rock throwers at you. I totally forgotten that death sound. Oh boy. So did they even do any damage on us? No damage at all done. Good. Well, we got good defensemen with their throwing sticks. That's what they are, just sticks that they throw. First weapons that you get, rocks and sticks. How primitive. Well, I guess I could turn on the music on the playlist now. There, now it's not too loud. This isn't Doom, Specky, no ultra-violence just yet. He was referring to Clockwork Orange mercenary with the ultra-violence. Just FYI if you didn't know. But if you knew, good joke with the Dooms. I actually had forgotten that one of Doom's difficulty levels was ultra-violence. I'm singing in the rain, ooh! I'm singing in the rain, ooh, ooh! What a glorious feeling! Great movie. You didn't, so you have learned today! Yay! You should watch the movie, it's a great one. Malcolm McDowell. Good old ultra-violence and all that.
We've advanced a tech level.
Yes, we have. Yes, we were referring to Clockwork Orange. Yes. Ooh, what do we get? Moonlight. Let's start excavating some moonlight then. It is an epic movie, yes. The Moloko Milk Bar, yeah. And if I do remember correctly, in the movie, the big, bulgy, muscular guy who helps out the old guy in the wheelchair, that actually is the stunt double for Darth Vader, I think. Or maybe it was for Chewbacca. I don't remember which one, but that guy who is the muscular, helps out the guy in the wheelchair, has been in the Star Wars movies. Stream needs more Tears for Fears, but I don't want to get copyright struck there, Slater. And besides, Tears for Fears is a very bad band. I don't like Tears for Fears at all. Never liked them. So, no Tears for Fears here. You thought we play on I'm too young to die level here. Nah, we're going ultra-violence all the time. Every day, all day, every day. Only bit that you know about that movie is some tiny clip with the guy's eyes being taped open and forced to watch something while someone puts eye drops in them. Yep. That is how they teach Malcolm McDowell's character to not be such a violent little brat. Yes, I did. I did play this game. Quite a bit. You could probably find a crappy MIDI file of TFF. You could find MIDI files of anything. Easily. But like I said, I don't want to play any crappy music here. We only listen to good music here, like the Commodore 64 and Amiga playlist that I have. So, to use later. Go listen to your Tears for Fears in the closet. Or something. You could probably find a crappy MIDI follow of your face! Yeah, in your mom! Going into that level of insults here, yeah. We're so smart, aren't we, Slater? Yeah, so's your mom. Freaking kindergarten level of insults. What is your memory of CRT screens? Did your eyes get tired and stuff like that? Not really.
The design's ready.
The design is ready.
My eyes really didn't get tired of CRT monitors or anything. Or TVs or such. The only time that my eyes have ever gotten tired are from these today's monitors with the blue light, but I've turned the blue lights off on both of the monitors, so my eyes don't get tired. So I haven't had that much need of with the gaming glasses because I haven't turned them off the blue tint from each monitor. We regress to the age we were when the game you're playing came out. Yep. Actually, when this game came out, yeah, actually, never mind. That would be the age. We were so young and stupid. You remember when you got your first LCD monitor back in 2004? You remember you could sit as much as you wanted without any eye strain or headache? Yeah, me too. No problems with the LCD monitors. Speaking of eye fatigue, you got yourself some Yuko gaming classes. Nice. Would a mediocre version of those files be called MIDI? Well, that would be pronounced MIDI. So it's like...
Ergonomically terrific.
Indeed.
No. I want my people to grow. How's the stocks? We got 4. What? Well, this is not a Let's Play, this is live stream. That's a totally different thing. I wonder if we're going to advance. Yeah, let's put some spears up here. There. That was all the spears I could spare, apparently. Why play? Let my people grow. That's what Moses said, right? If one of the spears called Brittany, I think it's this one, the lower left. That's Brittany. Then there's George, Jeffrey, and Malude. One of the spears is in Africa. Okay, let's see. Let's go for the bow. As much as you love your retro Amigas and C64s,
Design's ready.
CRT screens are out of the question for you. You want to keep your eyes for many years to come, huh? Let's see how many of these guys we can get. Oh, all of them. They're running out of relevance. Yeah. I didn't want to take all 44. I wanted 30. So we can conquer the next area. Darn it, he got that area. Well, this one's mine. Keep on designing. Keep on trucking. You can probably get stuff that fakes the CRT look on LCDs without the eye killing of less than 60 Hz monitors. Yeah, you probably can. These guys got wood. You have scan doublers with scan line generators. With scan lines, that the games look a lot more like CRTs on your modern LCD screens. Well, emulators also have the scan lines, but I prefer not to have any scan lines because the scan lines would actually be very tiring to your eyes. Kind of disappointed that the field view doesn't scroll. We shall defend this Tetris piece. Or we shall conquer this Tetris piece.
The design's ready.
Oh, you say so.
Jolly good. Oh great, we're running out of wood. Fiddlesticks.
The design's ready.
Oh, good.
I actually should take all of you 30. Well, not maybe all of you 30. At least, let's say 25. Attack here. We got much better weapons to go for this. Bazooka 9500 BC is the name of your new gore metal band, and the first album will be called The Design is Ready.
We've conquered the center!
The clue with fake scan lines is using small screens. On a 17-inch LCD it looks good. On a 19-inch scan lines start to become a tad too visible and disturbing. There we go, more people. Excuse me. Is there no way to increase the number of fake scan lines depending on screen size? There should be. There actually should be a, on the emulators at least. On the emulators, there should be a slider or just a value you can put that increases the scan line numbers. At least there, I think there is. Like I said, I don't use them, so I wouldn't know for sure. 980. There's all our blueprints. There, all weapons upgraded on the defenses. Oops, wrong way. Need to speed it up, not slow it down. Let's see if there are any resources left on this.
Ergonomically terrific.
Ooh, bones. Lots of bones. Very nice. Let's see what kind of a mine we're gonna get here. It's always interesting just to see what kind of minerals and such you get on the map. So now we get the erudite. Okay. I wonder if we're gonna get any more blueprints. We might. We might. We might. Want to follow that bone resource up with a pun, but there are a few jokes that are even beneath you. Go for it. Come on, you can do it. Just do it. Just do it. Remember that back in the day, it was common with a 14-inch TV or monitor. With these sizes, the real scan lines was not as visible. We can clearly see them, especially on a 14-inch Amiga monitor. Why do new settlements need to research technology all over again? Because they're in the wrong era. This is 9500 BC, while this is 900 AD.
The design's ready.
They're not on the same level of technology. That's why. It's not like they're traveling through time or anything. But that's how the game works. Ah, we do have some new designs. Ooh, a longbow. That is a good weapon to have at this era. Once we get some longbows ready, we're gonna go kick some ass. Time passes differently between different areas. Not really time passing, it's just different technologies because of the wrong time era. That's how it works. Different time eras, different technologies. Once you conquer a new area, you have to catch up with the technology. There. All defenses are up.
The design's ready. We've advanced a tech level. The design's ready.
Oh, oh my. Everything's happening at the same time.
Ooh, cauldron. Nice. Bethlehem. Yeah, because it's the start of Bethlehem. Got it.
We've advanced a tech level.
Okay, so it really means that you need to refit the conquered area to your current tech level. Yep, pretty much. Appreciate you getting that resource and showing me more, but shouldn't I be the one boning up? There you go. That's more like it. I mean, don't fall yourself short with the puns. If you got a pun, do it. You're the pun meister here anyway, mercenary. Everybody loves it.
Ready.
I'm sure I can get only one, but I'll put it here. Oh, I can make two. Yeah, I'll just have one. I'll have one ready. Because I want to save the erudites for the longbows. Because we're gonna go kick some ass. Meantime, I'm gonna send a little bit more people over here. Really? Really? Fine, let's go to number 2 then. Says it will go faster. Oh man, they're attacking. Good, I can test these out. 72! Oh, damn. Help? Get all of my men out of here. We need an army. At least my defenses have been up really well, so they kicked ass. Okay, I've had enough of this guy. Let's go kick some ass. He dared to attack my men. Now I'm gonna take my army to his place. See how you handle this, bitch? Yeah, that's what I thought. He puts up defense and the defense dies. Hey, Rommel. How come you don't have the in-game music running, or was it so you could either have it or the speech? It's either or. It's either music or the sound effects, and we decided to go with sound effects and have the playlist playing. Because it's only one soundtrack anyway, just one tune. With the in-game music, so... This is a good compromise, so we can hear the lovely sound effects of the game while listening to lovely random music. We won! Come on. Can we get any more soldiers out of here from anywhere?
We've won!
Never mind. We've won! Ah, the Queen of Bazooka. At least the terminology is always correct. And now we got 2 opponents. These assholes. This is one of the select few games you actually legally owned back in the early 90s. My only legally owned games that I had back in the day was Monkey Island 2. What else did I have on the Amiga that I legally owned? Monkey Island 2 was one of them. There was some other game, but I don't remember what game it was right now. But I do remember having Monkey Island 2. The actual discs and everything. And excuse me for a moment there. Don't want cacophony here. Just curious, but are the titles you get after winning random, or are the same for each island, or even more, are they a rating system? They're just a title for each of the maps. I mean, eventually you will be getting the same titles over and over again. They don't mean anything. They're just a title that you get. Nothing to do with ratings, nothing to do with anything. They're just a title. Well, let's go to Scylla. And I'm gonna put in 30 people here as well. If I do remember, if you save up some people here after you've conquered an area, move on to the next area, I do remember if you have any left over, they actually carry over to the next area. I could be wrong, though. You two owned only a few games that were in pirated copies. Liberation 2, Monkey Islands 1 and 2, and can't remember what else. I only remember Monkey Island 2, but I'm sure I had another game. Oh wait, I had Day of the Tentacle and Sam and Max, but those were PC games. On the Commodore 64, I have had summer games. I guess I only had Monkey Island 2 then. Now conquer that Mia mix piece. You get to use the spare people at the end game. Can't remember if you get to use them earlier. Well, we'll see. I'll leave 20 people at least behind. 30 is good enough to start with anyway. Or 25. 25. No need to use all of them. Which place should we start? The one on the west or the south? Or maybe we could start here and move from there to south? I don't want to start from the middle because the Caesar would start attacking me immediately just to get rid of me. Yeah, I don't remember which are the best sections either. It's been such a long time since I played this. But also, I could do this. I can always save state, you know. Megalomania. If I could type. There, save. Done. You had those collections like karate collections, etc. One that had Last Ninja 1, Way of the Exploding Fist, Uchimata, Way of the Tiger, Kung Fu Master, and others. Interesting. Plus, you'd be between two armies. Looks like the West Middle is the best tactics-wise. Map should be doable even at the wrong spot until later in the game. Yep, they are. I mean, all of these maps are doable no matter where you start. You just have to start strategically sometimes. I think we're gonna go here. And the music. We got rocks. And they're already battling there. 20 extra people and they had about 10. Okay. I guess they're just testing each other's strengths. I can easily say that Oberon is going to lose. Oberon is going to be the first one to lose here. Ally up with the Italian. Oh yeah, I forgot that you can actually make alliances.
Nice, another gonna work.
What he said was, no, I do not think that's gonna work. In his Italian accent, of course.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Destroy the Italian for that insolence. I'm gonna destroy all of them. Both of them are going to be destroyed eventually. When the time comes. They're actually playing really smart because they just send an army there for a while and whittle down the time how long it will take for them to create another base. Destroy them, my robots. Oberon certainly sounds posh. He is. Destroy
him, my robot.
Much better. Yeah, I'm gonna send my own army out there for a second. Over 6 days it would take us.
Hey, you wanna come on the nice side, huh?
Oh, now he's asking for me. Yeah, let's do it. We are allied with him. Now that we are allied, we cannot actually build here because of that alliance. Which sucks, because I would like to build. We're just lucky the Speedo is a technology invented by everyone. The Speedo. Would you like to come to my side?
The design's ready.
Whoa, it's a Mia, Caesar. Hey there, Mew. Is the design going to be ready any day soon? Okay, suddenly Howie scream. Could be worse, someone could have designed the thong instead. Oh god, we would have the thong song as an anthem.
Ergonomically terrific.
Ergonomically terrific. I think Caesar needs our help.
We're running out of elements.
We're running out of elements. I know. You cannot stand against the power of my stones. Only now I lost one man. The timing of the ergonomic bit was perfect. What the hell was that? That's the Howie scream. If you don't know, it's used in many movies and games, especially Half-Life 2. One of these zombies screams that. It's the fast zombie. You can't build new towns while allied. I know, I was just trying. Maybe I should attack him now. Because I have run out of elements. So I should get rid of him. You made the game talking about the ergonomic bit right after you read your thong comment. Yeah, it's ergonomically. Not gonna help me out defeat the other guy? Okay. Apparently Oberon doesn't even have any people in there anymore. Well, sucks to be him. We're gonna destroy him. Then I'm gonna move here to build another base. Yeah, you've been mentioning that a lot, Mew, in the in Discord, that you've been playing that game. It's a very addictive game. Trust me, I know. I mean, after that live stream, my hours went up to 150 played hours on that game. Oh no, 2 men defending the place. Or not. Oh, they went here.
Conquered the sector.
How about we kill this last guy? There. Now we can build here. I mean, there's nothing I can do in this sector anymore. We don't have any resources there, so we gotta build fast here. Their guys throw those rocks like kindergarteners in a snow fight. Their aim is not the best, I have to say that. But at least they throw them around. Hopefully they hit something at some point. And they do. The only thing they need right now is a soccer ball to start that game here. For some reason, the Settlers music actually fits the game really well. I wonder why. It's like, it's not like they're like totally the same kinds of games. That reminds me, I should continue playing Settlers 2. I'm actually stuck on Settlers 2. I'm doing really badly on the current map that I'm on. Maybe I should restart the whole map so I can do better. I'm not the best at Settlers, I've noticed. But then again, it's because I've never played Settlers 2 before, so... They made these small people into football players. Indeed. They go to play some sensible soccer. This seems like a precursor to Majesty, if anybody remembers that game. Never heard of it. You should play Settler at some point. I have played both. Settlers 1 and 2. I have done live streams of them. The only bad thing is that your computer isn't a gaming computer and slows all the other programs to a near halt when trying to put something on in the background. Well, then you just need to focus on the Viscera itself, or lower the graphics of Viscera to the lowest settings. That would help. Let's speed this up. Get that going, that fortress. There we go. And we got bones. And I'm talking about no doctor. How's my syndicate going? I haven't really played it at all. Only a little bit. Had to start all over again on Syndicate just to see how it goes. Now that I know what I was going to do in the game. And, it's been pretty okay. Uh-oh. I actually found out that the reference to the show Bones was rather humorous. Damn it, mercenary! Stop making those puns when I'm trying to explain something. I saw the live stream when we gave that one who had the Persuadertron, and we gave her the brain mod level 1. It actually does work with the Persuadertron. It actually lowers the points that you need to persuade people. As in, if you don't have the brain mod at all, it takes 4 civilians so you can persuade a police officer, and then you need at least, was it 16 points to get a guard, and like 36 points to get an enemy agent to your side. And if you put on the brain mod, that lowers the points like almost a half with some. And the higher the brain mod is, the lower the points are that you need for persuading all the enemy and such. They look like they're ice skating. Well, they are in a snowy field. You need to estimate your lag delay better to pull that off. The game is pretty easy to steamroll once you get the hang of it. Yep. I've noticed that too. It's easy to tell which ones are the guys who have the rock weapons and which have no weapons at all. Well, the Atlantic isn't the Atlantic Accelerator pretty much the last mission in the game? Like the whole final mission of the game. Gee, the first missions on RTS are easy? Never expected that. That map is meant to be the last one, though you can get to it from Africa. Okay. I mean, like, I don't remember anything about Syndicate, so you're pretty much spoiling stuff for me if you're explaining this, so you want me to play the game more. So thanks for spoiling.
The design's ready.
Oh, oh my, this is hard.
There, one defense man. Let's see, more weaponry. Weaponry so we can advance.
The design's ready.
I want to advance in our technology. I could just send all of these guys somewhere else, because there's no materials here. So I'll just leave 2 to bang over there.
We've advanced a tech level.
There we go. Solarium. Start digging. And also start planning for more. Let's go for a second defense. So we will have a better castle against Caesar. Just for the sake of explaining yourself, Majesty was an RTS where all units are controlled, but you choose how to grow your kingdom and set reward flags to encourage specific explorations and eliminations. An automated RTS game where you just tell where to go and they will do it. Interesting concept for an RTS that is automated.
We've advanced a tech level.
So you start digging that, you're digging that, and I dig it. Dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it. Need some defense over here. Put another there. I gotta be careful if I want to go here, because he might have a big army right now. And he could easily destroy me. Gotta keep an eye on that.
The design's ready.
I hope the sound effects are loud enough so you guys can hear it over the music. Or maybe I should say that the music is low enough so you can hear the sound effects.
The design is ready.
As the motto of the game goes, you are the king, you rule. Huh. I know I rule here too. Uh-oh. He's gonna take my city. No. You shall not have it. I will defend all of my cities to the end. Gotcha. Ah, back to this. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Slow-paced game, but it's a very good slow-paced game, this one. Beware a spider, he might speak softly, but he carries a big stick. Everything changed when the Green Nation attacked. At least it wasn't the Fire Nation. Oh wait, that would be me because I'm red. Bada bing, bada boom.
The design's ready. The design's ready. The design's ready.
Design's ready everywhere. Goddamn. Take it easy, guys. I'm only one god. I am merely a god. Or something. Yeah, it's a mine hole. If we get our technology advanced, a building will appear there, and then we will have 2 more resources to mine. Or at least 1 other resource to mine. Instead of just having a moonlight, it might be something else there. So we just need to advance.
We've advanced a tech level.
What's the problem? Do you have an ang up? I mean on. Alright.
The design's ready. We've advanced a tech level.
That's good for you to advance. Solarian, oh my.
I'm trying to remember how that quote went from the good, the bad, and the ugly. About there's 2 kinds of people in this world. Those who have guns and those who dig. You dig. I think that's how it went. I haven't seen that movie in ages. I should watch it again. Freaking awesome western. One of the best westerns ever made. You guess the hole was a pit to another universe or something, considering how fast armies can transport around here. Well, they teleport, they don't fall into holes. There used to be a hole here, but now it's gone.
The design's ready.
I should say that I have good defenses at least, yeah. Too bad you cannot transfer
Ergonomically terrific.
elements from another place to another. But then again, they wouldn't have the same elements. I mean, none of these other places have
The design's ready.
have rocks. But places do have, well, different kinds of woods. Usually they are different elements in each place. Oh, well, that's done. All the designs are done here, so I could make a large army to move on to the middle part. All the pikemen that I can get. That's a lot of pikes. There. All the pikemen that I can...
We've advanced a tech level.
Let's make it 25. Let's go in the middle here.
We're running out of elements.
Oh, that's nice to know. That we're
Design's ready.
So we ran out of we ran out of the wood. Okay. So now you can design some pikes. I'm not even sure why I'm designing this slingshot, because they're not gonna be able to use them, because we can make one slingshot. But they can go help.
The design's ready. We've advanced a tech level.
It's ready. Good. They have designed everything. Woo! Now they can make the mine. Awesome. Let's see what we get from here. Once they get this mine going. This tune sounds like an odd distortion of the Ryu fight theme from Street Fighter 2 to you. Maybe it's just you. I don't remember how the Ryu fight theme
We've
goes.
advanced a tech level.
Well, we got the slingshot done. So let's send him over here. Slingshot man, away! Now these have both have the same type of wood, but still, you cannot send them over to another place. Sucks. Can't share. God's theme is the only one that's mean-tastic and matters, but it's the only one that anybody remembers. Because it goes everywhere.
We've advanced a tech level.
Okay. Yeah, advanced. Even they found something else here. Well, if there is a hole, this kind of a hole appears, that means that you can make a mine here and get some other mining resource and get better advancements. As in, your technology will be better in that area. No love for Ken or Chun-Li? Nah, Blanca, he's the best. And Dalsum. Ah, we got
We've advanced
aquarium.
a tech level.
Apparently these guys advanced. Okay, start digging. Damn, there's gonna be a lot of elements from here, because they still haven't advanced enough to make a mine. Like these guys. Personally, you were a Vega player back then, even if you sucked at it overall, but preferred Balrog's theme. I don't even remember when I played Street Fighter last time. It's been years.
The design's ready. Ergonomically terrific.
Ooh, nice. We could easily kick his ass right now if I wanted to. If I wanted to.
We've advanced a tech level.
So instead of Zerg Rush, you chose to Protoss Rush. Yes, it's Protoss, not Proton. Well, unless I want to go Terran.
The design's ready.
I mean, it's all about preference. Anyway, Zerg, Terran, Protoss.
The design's ready.
Killer. You could have kicked his ass straight after you killed Mr. Brown, probably. Maybe. And I just like to, you know, do all this stuff. Kinda enjoy doing all this research and other stuff in games. I don't know why. I've always just liked it. Now we can make that mine. Let's see what we get from there. And what kind of technology we can advance to. Just don't do that when they've got nukes. Yeah, I won't. If we get to that advance to that level where we start getting nukes, I'm not gonna just stop and start doing all kinds of research. I'm gonna go and destroy everything before anyone gets nukes, other than me, that is. I wouldn't have called him that. They call him Mr. Tibbs. Damn right. Ah, we got the parasite. That's a good element. All of your designs are ready. Let's design more. That should do it. I've got such a big army right now. I just want to see what else we can get. I'm just curious in that way. Wow. On. Wow.
The design's ready.
Level 4 shield. Good. The best defense. Actually, it goes up to 5 later on. And maybe even 6 and 7. Don't even remember how high it goes. designs, no designs, no designs. This is the only one with designs. Got it. People farming, eh? Not really. It just happens on the side. I'm just doing all the designs, that's all. Do we advance?
We've advanced a tech level.
The design's ready.
Nope. Oh. We got all the army that we need. Wow, 3. I think 88 is good enough to destroy these guys. Let's see what happens. Well, I can see that they have advanced to 3000 BC. And they would have a 3rd element over there if they started digging more. Just like the spider just likes seeing how greatly he can crush the enemy, pretty much. I mean, if I can overpower them easily, then why not go for it? I mean, isn't this much more fun to watch just me crushing them like they're little ants? With my army of pikemen and pikemen. That's pretty much all I've got, pike. There, another archer. Into the mix. A longbowman. There's no smackdown like a mega smackdown. Well, there's also raw. I'm so funny today. Perfect music for this situation too. Come on, Caesar. Just give up. You could lose any day now. Just do yourself a favor and give up. Just wrestling with your puns. I'm just trying to put your puns into sleep with my chokehold. That's all. I'm gonna pin you down.
We won! Yes, we won! Crown Princess of Zilla, eternal goddess of the first epoch!
Oh, the memories of playing Silkworm just came flooding back. Yeah. Extremely difficult game. Still remember the Let's Play video that I made where I rage quitted so harshly because it's a freaking difficult game. It wasn't so bad with 2 players. Well, with 2 players it's not bad, but on a single player it's freaking hard. You'll create puns so bad they send you to the Undertaker. Right. Always wanted to get myself pile drive through the freaking floor. Pile droven? I don't know. Maybe I'll just give you a people's elbow and be done with it. Kinda sucks to play the Jeep though. Yeah, the Jeep is the... I always... If I play single player, I always go with the chopper because the Jeep is impossible one player. Ah, Dracula of the second epoch. What else do we got? Etc. And Formica. Maybe I should start with Formica. It's gonna be the most difficult because I got 2 opponents on this small island. And I did remember correctly. They do carry over. Guess you'll have to hulk up then. Maybe. You can try to hulk up, but then I'm gonna spear you to the ground. How many references to wrestling are we gonna make up here, Mercenary? Maybe we should stop. We're kinda going overboard with it. I mean, I think they all get it that we're just making wrestling references. Maybe I should play a wrestling game at some point. I actually will play wrestling games at some point when I start doing live streams of PlayStation 1 games. I did play some wrestling games at that time because I was watching wrestling on TV. So I played some wrestling games. WWF Attitude and WWE SmackDown 1 and 2 on the PlayStation. At least those I remember. I do remember that WWF Attitude is a fun game because it's so like an arcade game. Never played any of the WrestleMania. Only WrestleMania that I played was on the arcades, which was just a type of a... It was pretty much a like a beat 'em up game. I do remember there was Razor Romano, Yokozuna, the Undertaker, Doink the Clown. I think Bret the Hitman Hart, Shawn Michaels. At least those characters were in that game. You think the PC version was a conversion of that? Maybe it was. If it was a beat-em-up game where you just are in the ring and you do all kinds of Street Fighter moves to do special moves and all that. Wrestling Revolution is clearly the best wrestling game. Don't think I've ever played that. That's about all you got anyhow. Never really got into wrestling, so admit your bins are a bit dry there. I could go on forever. Like I said, I watched a lot of wrestling at the late 90s, and a little bit early too. In early noughties, I watched a little bit, but then when Stephanie McMahon became the CEO of WWE, I kind of gave up watching because she fired so many good wrestlers out of the field to bring up lots of new young blood that didn't interest anybody. That's when I stopped watching because it was just the same thing over and over and over. Especially with the storylines. Same thing over and over. It was boring. It's for PC and mobile and made by one slightly crazy person. Ultimate Warrior? Oh wait, Ultimate Warrior is not slightly crazy. He was super crazy. So which island should I start with? Should I start with the small one or... This island is not going to be easy. Because it's two opponents on the small platform of an island. Well, let's go with Formica. And ooh, we are at the advanced stage already. Shows with the character there how advanced your technology is. You'd say go alphabetically, you did Aloha first, Bazooka and Scylla, so that one... The one that starts with D? Nah. We're gonna go with size. Usually I go with size anyway. That just happens to be that they're all alphabetical anyway. I could start with the middle, but that would be difficult because I'm sandwiched between them. But then again, I think the best technology is on the middle, but it is the toughest place to be. You can't help Sticker and Madcap's huge lips there. Let's start here. See how it goes. And back to music. Alright. Ah, this is these stages where you need to do all the resource gathering yourself. We don't start with rocks or anything automatically. We have to start mining for resources. So we can get our technology up. He's got the worst place because he doesn't have the extra hole for extra elements. So Caesar is starting at the worst place. We've got a hole here, so we got the extra elements coming up later on. So those who do not know the game at all, how do you like it so far? Up, yep. Hey, up, hey, stay, clamp, don't you fall. Man, my throat is full of all kind of garbage today. Yeah. Where are my other? There we are. Maybe you will help me unclog this throat situation. Seems interesting. It is interesting. I mean, this is a great game. Oh, Caesar's already taken down Madcap. Ah, damn. Where the hell did he get slingshots? This is not good. I don't have slingshots. How did you get it so fast? Son of a bitch. Looks interesting. As you said, got into Majesty and looks similar enough. I might try giving it a whirl much later on. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Everybody in. Everybody Fox. Get it there and fight. I know I don't have the weaponry for it, but the heck, I'm gonna give a fight. Yeah, I think this is it for me here. He started at the best place because he got the slingshot already. And there's no way I'm gonna win this. No way we are gonna win. Oh, look! Let's see, which map we're gonna start with. I got the sudden sense of a deja vu here. Weird. Like I said, this is the toughest of the islands. I will not lose. I will not give the game the satisfaction of defeating me. Maybe we'll go with Mercenaries plan. That we're gonna do these alphabetically, so we'll start with Dracula. Why is my throat this way today? I don't know. Freaking phlegm and garbage. Get out of my throat and let me speak normally. I think 25 is not enough for this kind of level. Let's get 35 in here. Start in the middle, spam them with 100 plus people so you can cram research, but I don't want to spend that many people on just one island. The amount that you have here is the amount you have for the whole map, if you want to call it that. You gotta preserve these people for later on. Maybe the 35 is too much for this, because this is going to be... These two are going to be easier anyway. You'll get them back when they survive. No, you don't, Gabriel. You don't get these guys back. These will stay in the island because they will start a... This is like colonizing this land here. They will stay there forever. The people that you send from here to here, they will stay there. They will not return. That's how the game works. The amount of people you have on here is the people you can use for these islands. So you only get the people who were born. It always starts, the new area starts with 100, but if you win this scenario, all of these islands and some people are left here, they will be transferred to the next area. Like I had 125 because I had 25 from the previous area left. So they accumulate here. You want to save as many people there for future. Because these levels will start to get extremely difficult, and you want as many people for the later levels as much as you can get. So you want to save up on them. That's how the game works. You say it's more of deciding on whether to be harder now or harder later. But still, you want to save up people here. You have to keep these not the easiest. Because you want to save up on these people, mercenary. You don't want to spend them all at one place. It's a good strategy to keep some of them saved for later levels, because these are still quite easy. But later on in the alphabet, things are gonna get super hairy super quickly, especially with the technology levels that we will get, like nukes and such. Once you start getting nukes, you will win instantly some islands, but if they get the technology first, you're fucked. So the game just gives you a certain number of people per epoch region. Per epoch it's always 100, but from the previous epoch, if you had people left, they will transfer to the next epoch. Does that now explain what I've been explaining here this whole time? Is that a good enough explanation? Or do you want me to reiterate what I have been saying here? I'm just wondering if my explanations were good enough. I'm just asking if it was good enough. Can't you designate portion of the people in reproduction duty? Well, the people that are left once you're in your city area, the people that are in the middle, not in research or in mining duty, those are the reproduction duty. But that only happens on the maps, not here. This number will never rise here. But in the maps, the people who are in the city doing nothing are reproduction duty. That's how you get more people in your city or in your area. If you can handle the easier missions with less human resources used, you technically will have better assets in the later game. Exactly. Now you got it. That's what I'm saying. You want to save up these people here. So those who have any spare time are forced to bang each other. Pretty much. That's how it works. That's how you grow up your numbers in the city. So now everybody understands everything? Even Gabriel, you understand now how this works? I mean, if you don't grow up your... If there is no option to grow up your cities, this game would just, you know... Your stream buffered. So you didn't hear any of my explanations then. Right. I spent so much time trying to explain to you how this game works. Your stream buffered. And you heard nothing. But then you won't learn how to play the game if you want to play the game for yourself, Gabriel. Oh, my green screen is going nuts. Hang on. Ah, there's the reason. Whoops. Ah, too high. I'm gonna lose everything. There. Gone. Much better. Yeah, the sunset was ruining my green screen, but not anymore. It has been fixed. So when your people reproduce, that doesn't give you more people next stage. No. As I said, this is the number that you get to use for these islands on this epoch. And if you have people left here once you have conquered the whole epoch, those people will be transferred to the next epoch. And also, at every start of next epoch, you will have 100 people. So if I reduce this number to 0 on the next epoch, I would have 100. You misunderstood on that one thing. Well, now you understand it. So good. And we are going to start here. Maestro, if you please. I didn't want to click here. Let's start digging. Ah, great. Ah, look, Stonehenge. 21. 21. More Pac-Mania music. What's this, Pac-Man Spark? Yep. Why are you bringing them back just one by one? And how are you doing that? Blackjack! Oh wait, wrong game. So those, now that you see these 4 people here doing nothing, they're the ones who are banging in there, just going at it. That's why you asked me people farming, eh? You thought I could literally do such a thing. Well, only in the levels, but not outside, not on the main menu. Only here. This is how you do people farming. This is the people farming. But these people will not be transferred into the main menu once you win the area. They will stay here because you conquered the island and they will colonize this land. Wanna come to your team? Nope. Not right now, thanks. Indy 500. Always enjoyed this tune. Wow, we got some really good. Damn, we got offensive designs here. Oops. Yeah, Indy 500 is an okay racing game. I'm usually not into racing games, but Indy 500 I used to play quite a bit then. I actually got really good at it. Getting all the proper balances with the tires and the draft and everything, and I was really good at it. I never got really into like the first position or anything during the races, but I got into top 10 at least, at best. Once I got the balance correct in it. Too bad I wasn't able to do that in the Let's Play that I did. But then again, I hadn't played the game in years and I had forgotten all the controls. Indy 500 was one of your favorites on the PC. It's good on the Amiga as well, it runs pretty smoothly. Start banging more. Oh, crap. Shit. Hey, dryer. Fun. We are funinated right here. Okay. Get the research up right now. Come on. Get to it. Not what I have done. What the game has done. They have allied. They made an alliance, those two. At least they cannot build on these other sectors, but still. Your preferred racing games were Pit Stop 2, which is great on the Commodore 64, F-Zero X. I prefer the original F-Zero on Super Nintendo, and Mario Kart 64. Never really played on Mario Kart games. I guess my preferred racing games... Gotta think about it. What are my preferred racing games? Well, the Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge series on the Amiga. Always liked those. Pit Stop 2, of course. And...
The design's ready.
The design's ready.
I better get this up quickly. I want more defense for my town, because if they decide to attack, we're gonna be screwed. Yeah, of course, hard driving, but I mostly played it on the Amiga, because I had it on the Amiga, and I threw that game into the wall. Well, of course, Burnout. Burnout Takedown, especially, on the PlayStation 2. Fantastic and fun arcade game. Ooh, we got catapults. Nice! The Amiga has 5 times the FPS that the C64 hard driving. I remember. I did do hard driving in one of my Commodore 64 live stream medleys ages ago. I should have thrown it to the ground, but then again, back in the day, Lonely Island wasn't a thing, so I threw it to the wall. I mean, it's hard driving. Of course you would throw it to the wall. Then you watch it. That's how it goes. What I'm trying to say is hard driving sucks ass. It should be destroyed from all existence. Stunts is a much better game when it comes to stunt driving games. And Stunt Car Racer, of course. Was it Stunts? I think it was called Stunts. Gotta invent a giant ice cream scoop to crush the enemies. Ah, does look like an ice cream scoop. But the game says that it's a giant catapult. Ah, they broke their alliance. Okay. They didn't even try to attack me when they were in an alliance. Tisk tisk. This game was weird when I played this on a live stream once. This Caped Crusader game. It was that when all the panels, when you went from one screen to another, was like a comic book panel that just showed up. It was really weird. And a very hard game too, because I didn't understand what the hell you were supposed to do. It was like an adventure puzzle game, but defeating enemies was impossible, and
Design's ready.
you had no idea what you were supposed to do. I actually should get the Amiga versions of these songs, of the click-clack tunes. They're much better than these Commodore 64 version. Besides, I played the click-clack more on the Amiga than the C64 anyway. Oh, that there was an NES racing game you enjoyed, but forget the name of now. Had 4-player compatibility. Ivan Iron Man Stewart's Super Off-Road Racing. That is a fun game. I have played that on the Amiga tons of times. Did you ever play Murder Ghastly Manor? Nope. Never. Not even heard of that kind of a game. There's a lot of games, Goblin, that I have never played on the Amiga and Commodore 64. But then again, the only way to find out is to ask. Oh yeah, Supercars 2 I played a lot on the Amiga. Supercars 2 is a fun game, but also very, very harrowing on your nerves. Just watch my Let's Play videos of Supercars 2 and you'll understand how harrowing it was on my nerves. Rage quitted that game. And besides, I had the same graphical glitches that I had back in the day with that game. Some maps not loading properly. The soundtrack on Supercars 2 was amazing.
Oh, you mean,
Where is it? Oh, you mean, this? Sometimes I just started the game just to listen to these tunes. Excuse me. There was one called Super Bass. You mean the menu music? Then you want this. You want to count Carmageddon in this list, but you consider it a racing game.
yeah, but what's a tech level? Oh my.
You want to count Carmageddon in this list, but you consider it a racing game like you consider Tony Hawk games as sports titles. Technically, that's the correct genre, but... well, technically, Carmageddon is a racing game. I mean, not just technically, it is a racing game. I mean, you have laps in it, but you can play it as, well, just destroying everything. Never got around to learning this on your guitar.
Ergonomically terrific.
Sometimes, like I said, sometimes I just turn on the game just to listen to this. Because this tune is awesome. Leech was one of the better composers of the time. Yeah, I only have a few. I have his Xenophobe, Silkworm, that we listened to earlier, and the Supercars, and I have Space Crusade. But Barry made that with Ian Howe, so it's a collaboration tune on the Space Crusade. But awesome tunes all around. But that was my favorite composer on the Amiga, at least, is Patrick Phelan, the guy who made the tunes for Lotus 3 and Zool.
The design's ready.
At least they're battling each other and not even caring about me. I guess they think that I'm so bad at the game that they don't even bother to try to attack me. Shit. I was just thinking, maybe I should go here before he, and bam. He did the thing that I was thinking that he shouldn't do, and he did it, and now I need to go attack him because I want that area for myself. Ooh, more Rob Hubbard.
You wanna come on my side?
Wanna come on my side? No, I want to destroy you. And besides, we're listening to Action Biker, so shut up. Yeah, they consider me insignificant. Yes. Action Biker is a fun game. Tough, but fun. This tune would suit a platformer more. Well, Action Biker is kind of a platforming game. An isometric platformer.
We've advanced a tech level.
But since Goblin wants some dark tunes for this gameplay... Hang on, let me see. What should I put here? How about this? Ooh, now we get the next mine open. As soon as we build it, that is. You wanted some dark tunes, Goblin? You got them. You had to place it more for a victory lap tune in Excite Bike. God damn, he's spreading like a disease. A disease that we need to be the cure for.
The design's ready.
Hey there, Buffalix. How you doing? Last Ninja 2 music, so good. Yep. The soundtrack is awesome. For the whole game. One of my favorite soundtracks on the Commodore 64. Oh, we can get this now. Good. That's a technology before these. So we get advanced on our technical level. So we got Aquarian, we got Valium, we got Bethlehem, we got Moonlight. Gotta love that all of these. The hell no! You suck! Shut up, Oberon. I was talking to my audience. Gotta love it that all these, all the elements that you can mine are just all kinds of puns and such wordplay.
We've advanced a tech level.
And now we're at 1480. I can make a factory. Yes. Gimme. We get the factory going, and we can get all kinds of technology going, and then we can kick ass. Sounds very similar to the tune from the Mud Monster stage in Escape from Singe's Castle. Maybe it's just a dark beat to it. Probably. Is it Escape from Singe's Castle Dragon's Lair 2? Or 3? I think it's 2. Don't remember. I do not recall. There, we have a factory. Ah, now you're attacking. Yeah, my technology is better than yours, bitch. You dare to attack me, you insolent fool. You pay dearly for that. Perfect timing on the music to as it picks up. Alright, next design. Get some more defense going. We didn't get 3? Really? They did a lot of damage to our mine. Dig more stuff, you fools. Another allied again. Correct Spider Dragon Slayer 2 on the C64. Awesome. There we go. Building repair. Didn't know that Valium comes in from mining industry. Well, in this world, it does. Please stop lowering the number. Oh yeah, Hammerfist. Right, I forgot I actually had music from that awful game. If you see that correctly, you can research crystals, fish bowls, and prescriptions. This is Aquarium, this is Valium, this is Bethlehem, as in the Star of Bethlehem, and Moonlight. Yeah. Like I said, all the resources are just jokey names, wordplays, and such. Start to manufacture this shield. Nah, not right now. I don't have many resources for that. Although it is the best repair tool that we can have right now. What I actually need is more for people to start banging. So let's get all of you guys out of the mines. And start porking out babies, please. More people to the power. But they had intended to call it Moonshine, but someone high up put their foot down. Probably, because Moonshine would have been a funnier name than Moonlight. And it's not light like in the shiny thing, it's light like in a beer, light beer or such. So it should have been Moonshine. Quit getting diggy and start getting jiggy with it. Nah. Getting jiggy with it.
The design's ready.
Alright, now more people start digging. Ah, more dark music. That Goblin Soul requested. Let's make one crossbow. And put that somewhere. On one of the, do I have any archers? Yeah, I can put one here, or there, or there. Really? Really?
The production run's completed.
140 guys. Jeez. I don't have... This is not good for me. They had like... They brought in like a 130 people army together here. Perfect music. Thanks, Death Adder music from Golden Axe. At least I didn't do much damage on the structures here. Stop using the holy scream already! Jeez. I really need to lower the volume down on that one. It's way too loud. You're overusing it. Also, you gotta be situated. Fuck it. Use whatever you guys want. You just want to torture me anyway.
Tough luck, sucker.
I should stop live streaming if my audience is gonna be like this for me. Always picking on me when I have done nothing wrong. I'm just trying to be entertaining and nice and everything, but whoops. What the hell? How did I do that? Sorry. I just accidentally changed the size of the screen here. Hopefully I can get it back to where it was. That should be it. Jeez. See what you guys make me do. All kinds of mistakes and everything. Yes, it didn't. Well, it says right there, Gerzon Bear, welcome to the stream. It says right up there that it's Golden Axe. David Whittaker, Golden Axe, Death Adder. It's pretty much the end level music. That's what it is. Really, Specky, I didn't notice myself. I know it went off. Sorry that I'm grumpy, but all kinds of situations started to happen in the game, and then all of you just said, nah. I can't blame it on you, but still. I'll just say that things are not on my side right now. I was not good at what just happened here. We are doing bad. This could be going better, but urge the backseat rising. Well, if you start doing that, the banham will happen. No backseating.
Completed.
Just let me to play the game. If I play it badly, then I play it badly. You just enjoy my misery. Maybe you saw the bear and it triggered you to try to growl to him. In turn, you wonder what it would take to cause someone to start hissing at you. A bear? You mean Gerzon Bear? Why would it trigger me to growl at it? You're not making any sense, Mercenary. Is it Mercenary making any sense to you guys? Certainly it's not making any sense to me. Oh, looks like Oberon is going to be defeated right here and there, right now. There. English is a language. Yeah, but how does that equate with the situation? That I don't understand. I mean, I understand at bears growl and cobras hiss, but still. I didn't understand how it equated to the situation that we were in. Well, Oberon's dead. Now we just got Madcap left. Ooh, let's see how well he's doing. Yep, he's gonna kick my ass. Evidently. Let's just look at this. Thinking too far again, aren't you? Yes, you are. So you think that I was grumpy and therefore growling would occur because the person with the name Bear in their name appeared here, and that would occur for me to growl. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Because of a bear, I would start growling because I'm grumpy. This is my house! Get out of here! I don't think Battleships is good for this one. We're gonna put some more dark music here. That one. I don't have any Dune 2 music because I've never played the game, so the music would not be familiar to me. Pretty much the whole playlist is just music that I've heard before and I liked. Ah, they're out of resources here. Hey. One wood. Yep. Not the best place to be at. At least we have a second sector. So I guess that's good. I guess everything uses moonlight on the resources. This sounds like the lunar mission pinball music. You mean Ignition from Pinball Dreams? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Tower critical.
Fuck's sake. Fuck.
The sector has been described. The production run's completed.
Things are fine.
It's just fine. Just fine. Things are just fine.
The production run's completed.
How many moonlights does it take to make one freaking... 3? I'm so glad that everything uses every goddamn same material. Everything uses moonlight. Why can't you use these? Does anything even use Valium? Wow. The bow and arrow uses Valium. Is that the only thing that uses Valium as a material? Apparently it is. You are a lot more advanced than him, but he has more sectors, so is this going to be a battle of quality versus quantity? You can scrap the design and possibly get a new blueprint which uses the other resources. Well, let's hope so. Let's try that. Trash that. Now let's see if we can get better resources. I would like to. I would really like it to be Aquarium and Valium. I'm pissed. I'm so pissed off right now at the game.
We've conquered a sector.
Is Goblin happy that I played this game for him? He's the one who wanted me to play this game. I hope he's satisfied. I got a feeling I'm not gonna survive this fight. Oh. Never mind. I won. You think you're gonna get away from me, you asshole? Get back here. I still got a feeling I'm not gonna be able to defeat his army. Because of this. At least we're killing them. I lost one catapult. Does what count as a strike? What are we talking about here? And this would not count as a strike because he's played it many times before and therefore knows what he's getting into. What I mean as a strike is as in I'm never gonna play this game again. Oh no. This is a good game. This is a really good game. I'm just having a bad time with it, that's all. Because I don't remember how to play this game good. I'm bad at it. So because I suck, I get grumpy. I mean, a strike as in Goblin gets banned from recommending games. I don't remember ever having that kind of a strike system. I had totally forgotten I had actually invented that strike system. What did you get the strike from? Goblin, you said that you have one strike. I don't even remember where you got the strike from. If that existed, your nightmare games would have gotten you banned months ago. Yep, it would have. I mean, Mercenary has given me tons of Commodore 64 nightmare games. He wouldn't be here if I actually would use that strike system constantly. Oh, Manhunter, right. I think I mostly gave the strike to the game, not you. As in, I'm never gonna play that game ever again, not even gonna attempt to play it. No, it's still 3 Moonlight. Yep, that didn't help at all. Scrapping it, then researching it again. This game sucks. I mean, that part. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. In the ass, sideways with a katana. Because you fucking suck. I don't have any kind of army, and I need a big army to try to defeat him. Always loved the design on that triangular-shaped castle. Kinda looks like a fidget spinner. Kinda does. Apparently, the Streamlabs OBS doesn't show me how long I've been doing a live stream for. Okay. It's been for 2 hours and 32 minutes. Yeah, thought so. Because I can look at the clock at least.
The production run's completed.
The production round is completed.
The production run's completed.
There, all the guard towers are manned again. I don't have any materials even for the most basic weapons because everything uses the goddamn moonlight. And what does this mean? Why do you have this here? I don't remember. Does this mean that this is my best weapon or something? Can't remember. That voice reminds you of the Red Queen from the Resident Evil movie. Kinda similar.
You're all going to die down here.
Well, the Red Queen appears in a later Resident Evil movie. I don't remember which one, but it does appear again. That's the symbol for a different blueprint available. You remember now. So if I scratched this and researched it again, it would be different kind of materials, or let's try it. Let's see what happens. At least I'm gathering an army now. Just letting the game go and let them just go at it.
Ergonomically terrific.
Let's see if it worked. Nope. Still the same. The OK symbol in the pike blueprint. This symbol. No idea what it means. Maybe you need to be out of the elements it currently uses first. Probably. Probably that was it. Once the resource runs out, there is it replaces it with something else. Maybe that was it. Hit me. Hit me. Hey, hit me. Ow. Hit me. Doo 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 doo. Maybe you need to be out of the elements and... Ah. Nice picture.
Okay, I got target right there. Your laser is armed, sir. Coming down. Okay, come down. Okay, I got target right there. They're gone, sir. We're out of here.
I can never remember all those abbreviations that people use, like TFW. No idea what that means. I don't use abbreviations myself. I prefer to type all the words, like proper grammar is.
The design's ready.
That's why I don't know what all those abbreviations is, because I don't use them.
We're running out of elements.
Ah, now we're running out of elements, which is the freaking moon, of course.
Of course it is.
There, we used all of our moonlight elements. None left. And you're still showing me that. Right. I wonder if I can now redesign. Nope. I lost my catapult. But what if I do this? Oh. That face when, or that feel when. Is that image out of Disney's Hercules or Disney's Llama movie? You seem to remember both use sharp angles in drawing technique. That's not from Hercules, so that has to be Emperor's New Clothes. Emperor's New Groove, that's what it was, yes. Oh. Now it appeared there. Okay. Now we can research it.
Hey there, Jop. Welcome to the live stream, where I'm getting my ass kicked. Hey.
We've advanced a tech level.
Good for you. Very nicely done. You get a pat on the back for doing so well.
The design's ready.
So let's see what's the new design for the pike. Yeah, Bethlehem and Valium. Sure. Funny how out of thousands upon thousands of films out there, the muddled colors and angled drawings narrowed your suspects considerably. Yep. Spider is channeling Fat Albert.
Hey, it's time to play. I'm
Ergonomically
Fat
doing it.
Albert.
I've never seen Fat Albert, but I just know the voice.
The design's ready.
The design's ready.
I'm really enjoying the game, aren't I? Apparently there are no redesigns for any of the others, just the pike. Great. What a fantastic place. If they were ever do a Fat Albert movie, I mean a sequel to, you devote me in for the voice talent. Mockable in-game voices make everything better.
The design's ready.
Am I the design's ready? Let's try researching something else then.
Bill was once one of the biggest names out there. Shame that he turned out to be human with such fatal flaws. Huh? These things happen.
We've advanced a tech level.
Good for you
design's
that
ready.
you had advanced in the day. As far as you're concerned, any show or voice is separate from their actor. It doesn't change that it was funny then and still humorous to you now. Yeah, it shouldn't affect them. If you enjoyed the show back in the day, you should still enjoy it even today, even if a person who was attached to it back in the day has done something bad today. It shouldn't affect the show at all.
The design's ready.
Or your enjoyment of the show. Tabloids do state that he is at least living like a king in prison life. Bit strange to be shocked by the allegations when a lot of his stand-up routine involved the Spanish fly. You hear what I'm saying, but every time you see Fat Albert now, all you can think of is Cosby. I suppose maybe in time it will wear off. I'm sure it will.
Biong, biong. Biong, biong, biong. Biong, biong. Biong, biong.
We've advanced a tech level.
Good for you. Now build that.
Ah, ha, 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 ha. Yes. Well, when was the last time you even heard of the Fat Albert Show? Been decades. I mean, do people avoid watching Mork and Mindy or the Aladdin movie because they get too sad from what happened to Robin Williams? Some people do, actually. It's a weird mentality that some people have. Liking the show will somehow legitimize him. If you do, intellectually dishonest defenders will complain, but you still like the show, and everyone will listen to them because they people are stupid. You're turning into Stick Run. Okay, everybody just go and dig everything out of there. Well, it's out then. Okay, never mind. Never mind. All done there. So this place is certainly done for. Because I'm just gonna get everyone out that I can with pikes. And more people out. And send them over to these places. Oh, we got some new elements here, apparently. We got a herberite and palladium. It looks like a magic hat with a bunny coming out of it or something. Palladium. Herberite. Yeah, but Robin Williams wasn't a criminal. Yeah, but still people get sad at watching Robin Williams movies because he died and all that, you know. He marathoned Mork and Mindy after his death, actually, thanks to you two for not banning that show. A lot of big painters were complete scumbags, and take Polanski, great filmmaker but terrible person, just enjoyed the art. Drug and rape a 13-year-old. He actually did that, yeah. What films did Polanski do again? Rosemary's Baby is one of his most famous ones.
We've advanced a tech level.
Sometime back, tabloids revealed that Robin's death was not over a random house theft encounter, but planned murder. Really? Did Roman Polanski really do Pianist in Chinatown? I can only remember him doing Rosemary's Baby. It's pretty much the only film I can remember of his filmography. Chinatown was the film noir with Jack Nicholson. Yep. Whereas certain people will claim or imply that, then plausibly deny implying that only that kind of deviant mind is creative enough to make such good work. A cut the torture genius is some slacker will never have nice things again. Yeah, I'm sure those kind of people would say that about like Werner Herzog comes to mind. I mean, genius of a filmmaker, but a horrible person in real life. And during filming, also a very horrible person. Causing all kinds of issues to his actors and such. That was Werner Herzog. He's done quite a few classics. Yes, he has. And that's why I remember Rosemary's Baby, because that is a classic. A very disturbing film.
The design's ready.
Yo.
The design's ready. Ergonomically terrific.
It's interesting that I can design factory-based weaponry here, but I don't have a factory.
We've advanced a
Oh.
tech level.
Now I can build a factory. Was there a remake of Rosemary's Baby? I don't think so. It's one of the movies that thankfully have never been remade, as far as I know. On a different note, that this does seem like a nice casual game, well, until the game is viciously overrunning your forces and your blood begins to boil. But yeah, it is a casual game, but you have to pay attention to it. That's why I lost one of the one of the sectors here, because I wasn't paying attention to the game. And it's really crappy that the game doesn't warn you, hey, you're under attack in this area. You just gotta have to keep your own eyes open and just keep an eye on the situation. And I ain't talking about no freaking Jersey Shore asshole. I think they should do it with 110 of an army.
We're running out of elements.
I don't care. I'm fighting. I don't care if we're running out of elements. Well, there goes that building. You know, Amityville has been butchered to hell with sequels and remakes, and they all suck. Well, the first Amityville horror movie is not that bad. But everything else about the Amityville horror movies are just bad. You saw half an hour of the Ghostbusters remake yesterday. How did they ever write a script that awful? Saturday Night Live actors. And a screenwriter. Well, it's pretty much the screenwriter's fault, because the one who wrote the script for Ghostbusters is one of the worst writers for anything. I mean, just look at all the filmography that the Ghostbusters screenwriter has done, and you'll see that how bad of a choice he was for the Ghostbusters movie. We went from casual gaming to trolling the host to full-on debate politics to movie analysis. What a trip. That's how it always goes. Although I would appreciate if the trolling the host would go away from those kind of situations. And also, we didn't really debate politics. We were just talking about well, we're just talking about stuff. I don't remember anything about politics. That was indeed an oversight by the game's builders. Indeed. That they don't inform you if a sector is under attack. You gave that Ghostbusters movie a fighting chance, ignoring all the pre-hate. Me too. About halfway through, you had degraded your voting grade to a D-. You heard the Troll Hunter remake got cancelled, probably for the best. I hope so that they don't remake that, because the original is a freaking... It's an interesting and a good movie. Gossip and social justice count as politics now. Unsurprising, really. Apparently so. By the time the movie reached the climax battle, you actually couldn't care that the ghosts were all Scooby-Doo level visuals. Heck, you started raising the movie to a C by that scene. Overall, the Ghostbusters remake is not a good movie. I mean, all the jokes just fall flat because they stretch them out too far, and some of the characters are just annoying. Just annoying. You saw the Ghostbusters remake yourself for free. They offered it via your cable for a year or so, as such. You had to get your own opinion. You're sorry you did that. It wasn't worth it. Don't go, Goblin, because I'm about to end the stream. Goblin, come back. Bad timing for Munchies. Messiah of Dracula, so Renfield? I guess so. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I don't want you to come back again to see that the stream has ended. I want you to be here at the end of the live stream. Because I've had enough of this game. At least I won that scenario. Some of these scenarios can last a long time because I waste a lot of time just upgrading and everything. The movie had such great potential, so much wasted on what just needed a few rewrites and a few better choices. Yep. But they went with what they had, and it was a bad choice in the end. I mean, those who enjoyed the movie, good for them. If they like it, they like it. I personally didn't like it. Speaking of Stigron, he'll be streaming in half an hour. I wonder if I'm gonna be awake for it. I've been missing a lot of his live streams because usually at this hour I'm just gonna go and fall asleep. But anyway, thank you everybody for joining the live stream. Hopefully you still had a good time. I mean, Megalomania. It's a good game. It's always been a good game. Very enjoyable of a game. I'm just gonna pause it so we don't need to listen to that droning music. At least we got the unofficial Ghostbusters 3 via the video game from a few years back. I did play it through, Jop. I made a whole live stream series of it. Because it's just a great game. Still, it looks like a good game, if more resource management than most RTSs, but interesting nonetheless. Yep. Bye everyone, and remember to stockpile moonlight. Yeah, especially that. And pay attention to your surroundings. Thanks for the show, and sorry for the rough time you provided me. Don't worry, it wasn't your fault, Mercenary. It was just the game getting to me, and you just poked at the wrong time. Yeah, don't troll the host. Yeah, please don't. If I start to get grumpy, forget to make jokes. Just don't make any jokes during that time. Because I will snap at you. If you haven't noticed. If I start to get grumpy at the game, you just need to try to cheer me up. Usually puns and stupid jokes don't work. They just make me even grumpier. And that grumpiness will come towards you. Just a warning in the future. But for now, I bid you farewell. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. No idea what I'm going to be playing. Actually, I might have an idea what I'm going to be playing. We'll see. I'll surprise you. You'll have to catch that someday. Well, there's a whole playlist on my YouTube channel, Jop, if you want to watch it. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for whatever it is I'm going to play. So until then, you guys take care and remember, don't wear it your thumbs. Shutting down. Oh, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Man, I really didn't think I would have such a tough time at that freaking island. But then again, the game is not easy. You just gotta... It's one of those kind of games that you... That is damn loud. But as I was saying... It's just one of those games, if you play it over and over again, you'll figure out which one are the best places to start from. But on some maps, the computer chooses the places before you can, so it makes it harder. And remember to turn down the sound effects. I already did with some of them, not all of them. Anyway, I better get going. Otherwise, I'm gonna be talking here as the end of the stream forever. I can't seem to shut up. So, how about I just shut up and go? Hi.